Coming up after the break, picture perfect. We meet Mumbai's last remaining poster painter. Welcome back to Icon. The streets of Mumbai are plastered with movie posters. There used to be hand-painted images created by local artists, but not anymore. Icon tracked down Bollywood's last remaining poster painter to find out if digital reproduction has made the paintbrush redundant. Behind the scenes at Roshan Talkies, as the music swells and the action builds, S. Rahman picks up his brush, dips it in coloured oil and paints. He's been doing things this way for the past 54 years. Today he picks out the contours of his favourite actor, Dilip Kumar, using only a 1970s photo for reference. Bollywood used to employ 300 painters like this who would create temporary art for the cinemas and streets. Now, only S. Rahman remains.
It was my fate to become a painter. I'm still holding onto the colors and brushes. I have stains on the pants and on my hands and feet, and they don't come off. They will stay with me until the day I die.
Stroke by stroke, the white space is transformed into a cinematic image. A canvas this size can take 8 days to complete, but S. Rahman has been known to turn one overnight.
My father started working here in 1939. My father got lots of work. There's no work today. What you see today are computer-designed posters made of vinyl. They take Salman Khan's body and put it on Mithul's face and paste it together. It shouldn't be a lie like that.
The hand-painted poster is the equivalent of a handwritten love letter, which is written with blood, sweat and tears. It conveys a raw emotion and energy to the reader. Whereas the digital poster is, it's like a digitally typed or a typewritten letter. It's very lifeless. It doesn't convey the same energy and emotion.
The decline of hand-painted posters began in the 1980s. The cut-and-paste technique was cheaper, quicker and more realistic. India may have been slow to recognise the uniqueness of this art form, but it is making up for lost time. And once anonymous painters are being recognised by name as their work is collected and celebrated.
Most of the posters of 30s, 40s have perished. Very few are surviving. And people like me are trying desperately to, get them all together, to preserve them. I went to all sorts of cities where I could find the posters, and I found them dumped in junkyards and dumped in old, smelly godowns of shut theatres. I don't see any comparison between the digital art and the hand-painted poster. The hand-painted poster is a work of art.
There was a lot of knowledge and understanding that Bollywood poster designers and artists had about the taste of their audience. So they would tailor-make, their posters in a way that would draw the right audiences into the theatre.
Mother India hai to uski ek meaning hai.
There is a story to the Mother India hoarding. Most people will see the tension on her face, but not everyone will understand what burden she is carrying on her shoulder. Why is she ploughing the fields instead of the bull? People want to find out. There is no meaning attached with the present-day posters. Like the movie House Full, there is no house or full, just everybody's faces. So why is it called House Full?
All of their techniques were self-developed. Everything from the colors that they use, the pigments that they use, the style in which they mix the raw linseed oil with the pigments, the method with which they apply it on the canvas to make sure that the brush strokes are visible. They see beauty in visible and broad brush strokes, They would use unnaturally bright colors to make the posters visual spectacles. So for example, if it was an angry young man like Amitabh Bachchan, they would paint his face red with anger, and they would use techniques like painting over the canvas with a knife to give him a more rugged and macho look.
Not everyone is so sad to see the art form on its way out. Lucas Mondal risked his life climbing bamboo scaffolding 50 foot high to paint the billboards that towered above the city.
We had become slaves to those advertisers. They used to give us deadlines. We had to achieve that. Sometimes if anybody dies also, nobody would know that what sort of risk we put in our life, to achieve those beautiful paintings.
Today he's working closer to the ground. This time his subjects aren't actors from Mumbai, but poster fans from America. For $250, Hinesh's company Indian Hippy can give you a starring role in your own Bollywood artwork. It may not turn back the clock for movie adverts in India, but it could provide some hope for the craftsmen who lost out in the digital revolution.
We want to preserve this culture in every way possible so that the coming generation, as well as the present generation, gets a fair chance to understand what this art was all about and experience its magic.
My father and his guru used to say that a person is true artist if he keeps holding onto his paintbrushes till the day he dies. Quite a lot of artists died or retired, but I have refused to do that.
So, as fate dictated, AR Rahman will stay standing, holding on to his brushes and paints, doing things the old-fashioned Bollywood way. Bollywood makes more movies and sells more tickets than Hollywood, but it doesn't cross as many national borders. The formula that wins hearts in Mumbai and Madras doesn't necessarily work in Madrid or Montreal. Bollywood is a uniquely Indian phenomenon, and that's what makes it so endlessly fascinating. Well, that's all from this month's Icon. From me, Marlene Class in Mumbai. Goodbye.